Yes, hello everybody. Um, I really want to thank you guys and invite everybody to this show today. Sorry about starting just a little bit later than we were supposed to start. We had one or two issues to attend to. But without wasting your time, I'm just gonna go straight to why we're here today. Let me let me give some guidelines for today's program. If you're not going to be objective while first of all, this platform is a worship media platform, and I'm the host. Now, you don't have to watch this particular program. If you're not going to be objective, you will be deleted. If you're going to use any foul language, you will be deleted. My aim is to try to have a civilized discussion. Let me let you know that I'm going to say some things that you will not like, and somebody is going to say some things that I do not like. But we must try to have a meeting point. We must try to balance it. So please, let us try our best. It is difficult, but we will try to have a very civilized conversation today. All right, I do not have any preconceived notions or whatever about today's program. I'm just going to try my best to try to be objective. Like I said, today we're going to be discussing Biafra as a family. Okay? If you are not Biafran and you're here, you're welcome to be here to listen. But I want you to know that this is listening into like you listening into a family discussion. Like people are having a family discussion and you are present in that discussion. I just want you to understand. So even if you don't understand some things, just know. Without wasting time, I want to invite my I want to bring in my guest of honor today. My special guest is none other than the person who presents Ijele Speaks on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. You guys know him as Mr. Ijele, but today I'm going to try to find out a lot more things about Ijele. So, Ijele, you are welcome to Worship Media. I hope you can hear
Thank.
me.
I can hear you loud and clear, brother. I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay,
Well,
okay. Because this is a family matter, I want us to start like a family. Ijele Kekwan,
all the one again, get them man.
na ị na-enye nsogbu o. Amara why ji enye nsogbu. Because of you, a lot of people told me that they were going to unsubscribe from my channel. I'm like, really? Why? They say if you bring Ijele to your channel, I will stop subscribing to your channel. I was shocked, but I guess today I will find out why. So Ijele, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Chukwuka Chizoromo Febu, born into a family of 6. Both of my parents are from Imo State, and I'm from Umudim, Umuduru, Amanduba, in the local government area of Imo State. I'm from the Febu family. Wherever you go to, wherever you are in my village, just ask anyone. If you can ask an animal, if you don't see people, they'll just direct you straight to my place. We are known people, and we are known for our resilience and intelligence, if I might add. And that is all I think I will say for now.
Okay, so where do you live now?
Currently in Istanbul, Turkey.
Okay, you're in Istanbul, Turkey.
Yeah.
Tell us. I know a lot of us that live outside the country, Nigeria and Biafra land. we left because we didn't like the way things were going on there. Can you just give me, just briefly, your journey from where you were to where you are right now? Just a quick summary.
Okay, I'm someone who've always wanted to find my path, to create, let me say, pave my own path. I want to walk in life. Like while growing up, I always wanted to be a policeman, which my father objected to. I wanted to be a pilot. So many things I wanted to be there. But given the limited resources we had then, my father was a civil servant. My mom was a trader, still trading right now. And I know they couldn't give me that which I wanted. I started trying my hands into so many things. I never find it, let me say, reasonable. Spending 4 years in school, wasting resources and everything, just to come out with a degree in sociology, mass communication, or the rest. So I just dumped that, find my own path. I was a footballer then, in amateur level. I signed with some amateur clubs then before I got injured, and that ended it for me. From then, I decided that I would have to leave, because I suffered that injury. It really disturbed me a lot for years. I carried it even till now. I still have a bad knee. But other than football, I can use it for anything. From then, I decided to, go elsewhere and seek for greener pastures. Then, like Providence may have it, or had it then. My uncle, my cousin anyway, Zubi. A lot of people who know me understand the person I'm referring to. I'm not gonna call his full names for his protection sake. So he told me I had an opportunity to go to either France or Turkey. I chose Turkey over France, given the things I've seen before. Past, I don't want to go into another realm, but I've dreamt about it before, like literally speaking Turkish in the dream before I ever came here. So I decided to move here. I moved in here. I did what other people did. Some things you may not agree with, but then guess what? Life must go on. And that's how I find myself where I am today. Right now, I'm a writer. I do write articles for people. If you have any article, fine. And I'm writing my own books. Some of the things I didn't tell you now, I'm going to tell them in the book. So, because if I unleash all here, the book may be useless at the end of the day. Thank you, my brother.
Okay, Ijele, what is your view about Biafra?
Personally, right?
Yeah, your personal view about Biafra.
Okay, my personal view is this. I like to separate, when I get this question, I love separating them in two parts. The first part is this: do I want Biafra? And the answer is yes.
Okay, so
Because I,
before you go on, just to let our viewers know that this is going to be a question and answer session, and this is going to be for 1 hour. We're not going to spend a lot of time here, so prepare your questions. You're going to call in. The number to call will be on the chat room, so I'll give you an opportunity to call in and ask questions. Okay, but the number is +1 647 989 2837. But don't call now. I will tell you when to call. If you call now, I will not pick your call. So please, my brother, go on. Let me,
okay,
before you continue with your question, I am not asking you because I did a program. You are not, you don't belong to Biafra. You are not one of those Biafran people. You, Mr. Chukwuka, right?
yes.
Mr. Chukwuka, you are Biafran. Let's settle that first of all. I'm
No,
not
no,
asking
no,
you.
no. I'm not.
I just know that you are Biafran. But my question to you that you were already trying to explain is your view about Biafra, and then you said it is not as if you do not want Biafra. So continue.
Please, and let me correct what you just said. I'm not a Biafran, I'm an Igbo man. And whatever country Igbo land happens to fall under at any given point in time, that's what I will answer. I'm an Igbo man, first and foremost. That is what I identify myself as. And in that Igbo nation is within the country of Nigeria as of today.
No,
Okay, so
okay, good. Thank you. Let me rephrase my question again. Or let us do this. Let's do this journey now. You are African.
I'm a black man,
Are you African?
of course.
Good. Okay, you're African. And if do you believe that Biafra represents a physical, there's actually a physical location called Biafra? Whether now, whether before, do you believe there is a particular location that is recognized as Biafra?
Of course, there was a place called Biafra, and it's at the northwest part of Cameroon today.
Okay.
And the only time our place was called Biafra was between 1967 and 1970. But if you pull up the old flags, like some of old maps, like some of the ones you see on IPOB, on other pro-Biafran pages, you pull it up, read the map, see the coordinates. It's nowhere within the place you call Nigerian today. It's at the northwest part of Cameroon.
Okay. So before we had Nigeria,
Yeah.
before we had Nigeria, in what location did the Igbo people fall into?
The place was called several names, including Gini. Everywhere along that coastline, was called Gini before it was Ethiopia. That was why the place we currently call Atlantic Ocean used to be called the Ethiopian Ocean. So
Okay.
we've got many names in the past, including Ethiopia.
So now what you're saying is that that region, that place has never been called Biafra ever.
Up until 1967, there was never a time Igbo land was called Biafra. Please, I challenge anyone to raise that map again.
No, no,
Bring
no.
that map.
See,
No, I'm just saying. There was never a time, you can never show me any document pre-1967 that designated Igbo land Biafran territory. Not one. You can't show me that.
okay, okay. So yeah, right. Because what we're doing is today we are discussing as a family, and we are. We have a proverb that when two brothers go into a room to have a discussion, serious talk early in the morning, if they tell themselves the truth, chances are that they will come out of that room not smiling because they told themselves the truth. So
Yes.
if we don't end up smiling, it's in order. It's because we're telling ourselves some truth. You have just said now, and there will be people that will come that will call in. I'm going to try as much as possible to be an umpire because a lot of people requested that I bring you on my show, and you have just said that nobody can tell you, nobody can prove to you that Biafra was already, that region was already called Biafra way before Nigeria. You said it has been called so many other names but never Biafra. So we note that. And you have also said that you you consider yourself Nigerian now, and
I
you don't.
consider myself an Igbo man in
Okay,
Nigeria.
you consider yourself an Igbo man in Nigeria now, because that is where Igbo land falls into right now.
Yes.
Is that to say that if peradventure tomorrow the state of Biafra is actualized and Igbo land is in the state of Biafra, you will accept that you are Biafran?
Of course.
Okay, at least we have established that. So the reason why you say you are not Biafran is because the state of Biafra has not been actualized right now.
Yes, sir.
So now tell me what you think about the fight, the efforts to have the state of Biafra actualized. What is your opinion?
Okay. I will say, listen, let no one take what I'm going to say today as a condemnation of the work so many people have done in the past or people are currently doing. even though I still believe that the mission of the leadership of certain people is different from the mission of the people they are leading. Now, that being said, the thing about Biafra and how a state is established, for the status of statehood to be conferred on a group of people, a nation, there are 4 criteria written down there in the UN Charter. You can check the Montevideo Convention of 1933. There are 4 criteria you need to meet, and one of them is that the 2 countries will have to split mutually, that it will have to be a mutual agreement before the 2 countries split, like a new country will split from the old one. So when you look at that, then what process are we going to go through to make that happen in Nigeria? Is it by vote? Okay, you are going to vote by state. The whole southern of Nigeria, southern part of Nigeria is 17 states. Then the north is 19, as the case may be. Northeast, northwest, north central, 19 states. Southeast, southwest, south south, 17 states. And do you even have the southern votes locked down? The answer is no. You are not. You can never show me any evidence proving that majority of the people who call south south today are going to vote with you when it comes to casting that vote in the Senate chamber on the floor of the House.
Sorry, my brother. I think we're going too fast. We're going too fast. The question I asked you, if you remember, is what you think about the Biafran struggle. It seems like you're already telling me why it will not work, but
Brother,
I wanted us to let us focus first of all on what you think about the struggle itself and the effort to actualize Biafra.
But that is exactly the point I'm making. You should have let me land first.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
When you put all these things I've said into perspective, you find out that almost every effort made so far is effort in futility, because it will all come down to those 4 criteria you need to meet. And once you miss one, you've missed all. And there is no evidence showing that we will meet those 4. Please, you can pull up the Montevideo Convention of 1913 and read it. That being said, with that in mind, there is no way anyone is going to convince me that you are going to get Biafra anytime soon, because we don't even have the southern vote, let alone getting people who will switch their vote from the north to our side. That is why I'm telling you, there is nothing in the horizon showing that it is feasible anytime soon.
Okay, so it is not that you do not agree with the struggle. It is not that you do not agree with the effort to have Biafra actualized, but you're saying that right now you don't think that enough has been done to make it possible, but you agree that it is good and it is worthwhile and there is a need for it. Am I speaking your mind?
Not really. See,
okay, so
believing in the struggle is different from the idea.
Let me say it again. Let me say it a different way. Is there any reason based on the situation that we have in Nigeria?
Yes.
Is there any justification? Is there any reason for someone to want to not be in Nigeria, or to want an independent state of Biafra? Or is it that there is no reason for you to even want that? The situation does not warrant it at all. So whoever is thinking about it is going the wrong way. Is that what you're saying?
The reason is one thing, but what is possible is a different thing altogether.
No. So answer it first. Is there a reason? Is there a need? Will it be justified to want that?
When you talk about justification, it is very subjective, and I wouldn't answer.
I'm not subjective. I'm very specific concerning the situation of Nigeria, not justifying everything. Concerning the situation, because you know the situation in Nigeria. You've already said you're an Igbo man in Nigeria. So I am basing it on the premise that you already have established that you are conversant with the situation in Nigeria. As an Igbo man in Nigeria, is there any...
100%.
Huh?
I say 100%.
What?
I understand.
So,
I understand the situation in Nigeria. That's what I'm saying.
So back to my question. Based on
Uh-huh.
your understanding of the situation in Nigeria and the position of the Igbo man in Nigeria, that is on that premise that I'm asking you, do you feel it is justified for someone to be agitating for Biafra?
Of course, wherever there is injustice, there will always be a justification for people to call for change. But now, what you think and what you believe in, the idea you have is different from reality on ground. The reality on ground is saying something else. The reason being that...
Ijele, I'm trying to make us, because of the people who are less, I like to be very, very specific in my question. I like when you said subjective. I am not trying to throw things around. My question is direct. And the answer I would expect is yes or no, if you don't mind. I have asked you.
My brother,
do you think it is...
There can never be a yes or no answer.
Okay, so let us focus. Okay, let it be on record. I want your answer to be on record right now to my question. Do you feel it is justified to embark on the Biafran agitation or the efforts to actualize the state of Biafra?
At this point, no.
At any point?
No, at some point, yes, but at this point now, let me explain.
Okay, explain.
Right now, for instance, you don't have the vote lockdown. Even though there is suffering, we know that there is marginalization. The British, I don't know if you've seen this interview before, of one of the workers who were...
I've seen all that. See what I'm trying to do. I don't want to... I assume that everybody here already knows. That's why I'm asking you to kind of... if you agree to some points, then I'll move to another level. So I want to establish or agree with me that you have actually said that there is need to... It is justifiable. It is allowed. It seems that it is necessary based on the situation in Nigeria for someone to be seeking for the state of Biafra. However, you're saying that this may not be the time. But that is my second phase. But we agree that the situation that the Igbo man finds himself in Nigeria warrants or justifies his clamor for a dissolution of the marriage contract with Nigeria. So do we agree first? And if you disagree, tell me why.
That's what I'm trying to do. Listen, that you have a hammer doesn't necessarily mean that every problem is a nail. There is injustice in Nigeria. We are all seeing it. This thing was created like that by the British, and they know exactly what they were doing. They know the reason why they shifted us to the third base when they created Nigeria. And when I'm talking about the Igbo people, I'm talking about other nations that were forced into Nigeria also. We are not the only people that were forced into Nigeria. Now, that injustice, Biafra is not the only solution to it. That is not the only way to address that injustice. Why I'm saying this is this. When you want to talk about getting nationhood, of course, you will still have to go back to the same people that created Nigeria. And do you think they will give it to you? And they didn't do it there. If they could do it at every given time, why didn't they do it now? Why do they want to always use you as the Southeast as a bargaining chip with whoever is in the control of Asorok or in the driving seat at Asorok? Why would they even wait for it? Now, my suggestion is this: how about within the confines of the law, of the existing law in Nigeria, we pursue things vigorously? We have other ways to demand our rights other than Biafra. And if you will tell ourselves the truth, most of our brothers, the people who sent to Abuja, they've sold us out severally.
I think
both in
okay. Let let me try to make you understand what our discussion is focusing on. I don't want us to throw it all over the place.
Okay.
Nigeria has so many nationalities in it. For the
Yeah.
purposes of this our discussion, we are focusing on the people that are either right now or before or at a time in history designated as the people of Biafra. You have accepted on this program that yes, there was a period, even though you're saying it was not before the Nigerian Civil War. Okay, whatever you agree with, but at least we agree that there was a time when there was a region that was carved out and they call themselves Biafrans. It is those
Sister,
people that I want us to focus on. And I
okay.
seem to hear you saying that, or we have already established that you agree that these people are being marginalized. What I hear you, or what you seem to be saying, is that yes, they should agitate. Yes, they should fight injustice that they are. Okay, you are saying they should not agitate. You're saying they shouldn't fight injustice, but you already said they should do that.
I'm not saying they shouldn't fight injustice. Please, my brother, don't put words in my mouth. Listen,
Okay,
when
no,
I
you were
said
shaking your head. Sorry. So you are nodding. You're agreeing with me that they should fight
I
injustice.
didn't shake my head, please, I didn't shake my head when you talked about injustice. I only shook my head when you said they should agitate, which I never said.
Okay, so
Okay.
explain to
Now,
me. Yes, that's the point I want to. Okay, clearly, you're saying that the people who are marginalized and facing injustice, which you have already accepted, right?
of course,
Okay, you are saying they should not agitate.
for a new country,
They should not agitate for a new country.
yes, because it's not possible.
Can we
There
even
is nothing in
discuss?
the horizon.
Can we break this down? Let us talk about
Yeah.
those things that these people are facing. Because, when you ndị be anyị si na a na-abụ asị na ife na-atọ ụtọ ekwu ife ọ na-atọ ka ya. So let us break it down.
Open.
What are the things that these people are facing so that we can come back and really, maybe by the time we finish enumerating the things that they are facing, we will now, because it's like a woman in a marriage, and this woman wants to run out of the marriage, and I say, Angelina, can I come, Angelina? I don't think you should run away from your husband's household. And Angelina is saying, Oga Chidi, you don't understand. I was not part of this marriage in the first place, so I didn't agree. It was somehow. Maybe I was too young to take decision for myself, and I find myself in this marriage, and now I don't want to. So what the point I want you to come with me, Ijele, now is where I want to ask Angelina, what is this thing that this man is doing to you? So let us enumerate. Since you already agree that these people are facing injustice, what kind of injustice are they facing? For now, presently, I know that something as basic as the Niger Bridge in Onitsha has not been able to be completed. Something as basic as an Igbo man or somebody from that Biafran region having to ship their goods from wherever it is and land in Lagos and then send trailer to go and bring that good from Lagos to Onitsha and pay all the roadblocks. Meanwhile, there is a port in Calabar, there is a port in Port Harcourt, and you can dredge the River Niger from Atlantic Ocean right down to Onitsha. Something as small as that. Are there some other injustice that let's talk about those injustices that these people are facing?
Let me answer you there. From between 1999 and 2015, please, if you can pull up all the projects awarded, fully paid for, but not executed, you will find out that the dredging of River Niger, I know people who've embezzled that money over and over again. Those days, I can remember every budget you will see the two biggest white elephant projects in the southeast, the second Niger bridge and the dredging of River Niger. And we know the people who've been eating the money. Guess the companies they've been awarding them to? The companies that are controlled by my brothers, your brothers. Okay. But please go, you can pull that up from the government archives.
No, check it. That's not where I want us to go. Let me tell you why.
Hold on, please. Let me land. Hold on, please. I would like to finish this.
Okay.
When you get there, you ask yourself, why wasn't there a second Niger bridge? I'm not sorry to say it, before President Buhari started this job he's doing. They've been awarding contracts, clearing the roads, and doing nothing. The dredging of River Niger, I know a senator from Imo State that has always been at the forefront of getting that money. They've been sharing it amongst themselves. Are you going to blame the center for it? No, I rather shift the blame on the person who is directly related to me. Now, let me even segue into something else. How many aviation ministers have we had in Nigeria? Did you see what Isaiah Guda did in Bauchi State and his region when he was the aviation minister? My own sister, Kema Chikwe, was the aviation minister. What did she do? Did she build anything at the Owerri airport? The answer is no. Did she upgrade the Enugu International Airport? The answer is no. So I don't want to put the blames only on one side, because it's easy. Blaming another person is the easiest thing to do, is the most cowardly thing to do.
Okay, Ijele, I don't want you to think I'm cutting you off, but for the purposes of this this discussion, I wanted to direct us properly. If we veer on that angle, we may just enter the bush. My question is trying to look at the marginalization of these people of this area. But let me touch on what you have already said. Do you not know who controls what goes on here? It's just like the NDDC you're talking about here. The NDDC probe that you're seeing is like the policeman at the checkpoint. Don't you know? When you blame the policeman at the checkpoint for collecting money, and who does he make returns to? So when you want when you want to talk about projects that were done in the East under a certain government at that time who is supposed to be controlling things, and they don't look, let me tell you something. Let us focus on because I don't want us to go. I'm getting to somewhere. You said that
respond to what you just said now. Let me respond to what you just said now, please. You made an analogy about a policeman. Please, I'd rather hold that man that took my money responsible. What if they are not remitting? You shouldn't have used that analogy. You know why? Because all the money they gave to them did not go back to Obasanjo.
Can I tell you why you cannot fight that policeman on the checkpoint? That policeman on the checkpoint, the person that sent him there equipped him with a gun. So how about that? If you're going
no. That's
but Ijele,
hold on.
You see,
where that analogy would have made a perfect fit is if, let's say, someone like Aton Zeribe and the other senators took that money from the federal government and then rewired the money back to the federal government. Then I would take that analogy that the policeman is accountable to someone. But when you were awarded
why are you, my brother? If Aton Zeribe gets a project of 2 billion from Buhari right now, do you want to tell me that the whole 2 billion goes to Aton Zeribe? Are you trying to tell me that you don't understand that the government at the central, if you hear 2 billion in Aton Zeribe's hand, that probably 1.5 billion has been. Why are you shaking your head again?
Please, hold on, please. I want to respond to that, please. I was there when Yaradua took office, and I knew how governmental projects.
You know what I think we are running away from? We are running away from listing what you have already agreed about. You talked about marginalization. Are there some of those marginalization that you can release for me?
Please, let me tell you where the marginalization is coming now. Hold on. The marginalization is coming in the form of now, before I go into that place, I want to tell you something. There is a difference between the needs and wants of the people and the needs and wants of the ruling class. So when you are talking about the marginalization at the center, that is a case of the ruling class and whatever they are doing there. That is their own problem. And when you talk about the places that used to be Biafra, whether they produced a president, Jonathan, please, as at then Bayelsa State was considered a part of Biafra. True or false? The answer is true. Now, I don't want to go there because it will not bring us back to that Igbo land, which I earlier mentioned. That being said, when you want to talk about the people you need to blame, President Buhari is not the reason the roads in my village are not paved. President Buhari is not, because he has never owed them a dime. There is no state that can tell you that the president owes them a dime. Now, where are the infrastructural projects that should have been carried out by the state government? None whatsoever, except in few cases. We all were there when Peter Obi was the governor of Anambra State. Look at what he turned Onitsha into. Very clean, very nice.
Okay.
No doubt.
Since you don't want us to move out of this area, it looks to me like it is difficult. It is no, my brother. It is difficult for you to actually understand the bigger picture, whether it be Jonathan, somebody from the south, somebody from the west. You seem not to agree or understand that there is, as you even accepted here, that there is a bigger game which is being sponsored or foisted on everybody by countries like the British by way of their activities in the oil sector and their meddling in our affairs. It looks like you don't even agree with that at all, because that is what you see that manifests in our leadership. It doesn't matter who is
Please,
there.
Come again, please. I didn't get you quite well.
Okay.
You said that I'm not blaming the British or...
No, I'm saying that you seem to, when you narrow it down to the people who are, and don't get me wrong, it is not that I don't blame our own leaders who are from our own area, because they have not impressed us at all. I want that to be established so that you don't think we are on two different sides. What I'm trying to tell you is that there, just like the analogy of the policeman at the checkpoint and the oga in the office, that there is a bigger game at play in issues of Nigeria that makes what you see from coming from the leadership of even the people in our zone, manifest the way it is manifesting, which is the reason why the people who clamor for our region to control our resources, and when we are saying control our resources, it also, okay, like for instance, you are not able to hold certain people that do these things that you're talking about. You're not able to hold them accountable by virtue of the way the country is organized, by virtue of the constitution by which that country is run. You're not able to do much. But if
please, when you want to talk about the constitution,
now I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there because we will be going. See, what you refuse to answer me, with due respect, is you agree that the people are going through marginalization. Or maybe I should move forward, because since we have already agreed that the people are going through marginalization, and I wanted to list some of those marginalization. I talked about project, and we don't seem to get out of the project, the infrastructure.
Please, I know a certain road. And the amount of money that was awarded for it. Over 260 billion naira was awarded for a single road in the southeast. Okay. And there is no evidence. And if Abuja had told our people to remit some of the money back to them, you would have heard noises everywhere. But because
so why won't Abuja, who is giving the money to these people, is it not the DPO in the office that when you report the sergeant at the checkpoint, is it not the DPO that, is it you that will go and get the money from the sergeant at the checkpoint?
Let me land, my brother, please. That money we are talking about, over 260 billion naira, spent on one road. Abuja did not tell these people to bring back the money once, and it is happening generally everywhere in Nigeria, believe me. Now, is it my duty? You see, justice demands that I hold the people that the money was given to responsible, and not the people that disbursed it. like what you are seeing in NDDC. I want to go back to what you said about the NDDC. I don't care if they only arrest people from my village. If they are all guilty, fine, let them go face the music. Tomorrow, someone from my region can get in there and arrest the people from the other regions. I am not going to condone my own thief because the other people are condoning their own thieves. I'm not going to
condoning. You see why we okay? I'm going to move for the benefit. No. Between me and you, when we have a personal discussion, we can do this. But for the benefit of our people, because we are trying to establish something, I'm going to ask you. This was just one. It is not only infrastructure that we even have agreed that it is part of the problem that the people from our region are suffering. Are there other issues that will be classified as marginalization, as injustice that people of this region are suffering? Can we move a little bit ahead?
Yes.
Are there some of them that you know?
Let me get to it, like police brutality.
Okay.
No one who will disagree with you that the best place for anyone to be posted to in the whole Nigeria is the Southeast.
So police brutality is there. Are there some other ones?
Of course, police brutality is there. Now, when you look at like state creation, there is no reason, given the population of Igbo land, there is no reason we shouldn't have at least 2 extra states, population-wise.
Okay.
And another problem is this: when it comes to census, we don't do accurate census, especially in the Southeast. Nobody is counting it as it should be counted. And the last census, I'm not blaming anyone in Abuja. I blame Raf Wazurike for that one because he told our people to boycott it. Then, when you talk about voter registration, we know how it works. That thing should be addressed. And most of these things you're seeing is 90% of it, the fault is coming from the center. Then the other 10% is our people, but that 10% is a vital 10%. Our political participation is very, very low. Let's say the truth.
Ijele, you summarize everything by saying that 90% is coming from the center. And
on this one I said, not
okay, only on this one. Okay, can we throw let's try to do something and then we'll go to the phones. If you put everything together, if you put all this injustice that we are not mentioning here, if you put all the killings that are going on there, if you put all the invasion,
killing is going on where, please?
Remember, I told you we are focusing on our own region. There are killings going on around Nigeria, but I am concerned about the killings that are going on in my village, where a Fulani man comes and he kills a farmer in my village. That's the kind of killing I'm talking about. Do you have any problem with that?
Let me jump in there, please. In my maternal home, Orodo, there was a photo they were circulating. In fact, the photo was taken while the blood was still fresh. They said that the Hausa Fulanis killed the man, and it has been proven that it wasn't the Hausas and the Fulanis that did it.
No, Ijele. You see my problem with this our discussion, because hold on, Ijele, it's my program. I'll come to your program, but hold on, give me one chance. No. Let me tell you why you are not helping. It's my brother. I will come to your program. If you invite me, I will come. But let me help to direct us. Let me help to direct us. The reason why.
Let me respond, please. Let me respond. If you give me a question,
let me tell you why we keep going this way. I asked you. You are about to. No, I won't let you justify that it was an incident. Look, if there are 5 incidences, you are going. I didn't ask you about the incident that happened in your village. I asked you, generally speaking, about. You are saying that one incident. Okay, answer.
Now, please. That one, and out of the 5, like I'm happy you mentioned 5. Out of the 5, they've been peddling since last month. The only one that was not done by the people in that area, only was like 2. I think it was one in is it Ubuta or where? And the one or another place, but the other ones have been proven to be false. Now, with the type of fake news.
So based on what you're saying, you think that it is a fallacy for our people to keep insisting that Fulani people are invading our place?
30 seconds, please. 30 seconds, please.
No, if you can't let me moderate my program, I'm trying to talk with you now. Your point. Let me help you make your point. Your point is that our people saying that Fulani people are invading their place, we are lying against the federal government. It's not Fulani people.
No one is invading your land, please.
No one is invading my land.
Brother, I'm coming, please. Now you have to give me evidence. Please. No one is invading your land,
okay.
And please.
No one is invading our land. Nobody is killing our people. What is okay, moving forward. Thank you, Ijele. Ijele, don't worry. We are listening to what you're saying, and we are discussing as a family.
Not let me finish that my answer, please.
No, let me tell you, with due respect, Ijele, I'm the one asking you the question, and when you fail to stay along the question I'm asking you, it doesn't help me. You refuse to enumerate the things that are being done to our people. Do you know why? Do you know why you refuse to enumerate it? I think you are afraid, and I'm not putting words into your mouth. By the time we list what they are doing to our people, you probably find out that there's a justification, but everyone I list, you counter it. I just told you that they are killing our people. You say it's not Fulani people that are killing our people. Let's move forward, my brother. IPOB.
My brother, I will not answer any other question if I don't finish my first question, please.
Okay, go ahead and answer this one.
Now, that being said, if you keep blaming every death on the Fulanis, what if the Fulanis end up killing people? Who is going to believe you again? Now we are mixing up many things. People will go and kill people and say it's Fulani. I'm not saying that the Fulanis are not killing people anywhere. Far from it. But when you make every killing a Fulani killing, you politicize it. At a point, no one will believe you, even when the actual killing by Fulanis takes place. That is the point I was trying to make. And if you notice, it wasn't that long. Now you can proceed with the next question.
Well, you already think that there is no need for the agitation for Biafra. And a lot of people...
For now.
A lot of people, including myself, I'm not going to be in the middle right now. A lot of people, including myself, believe that there is justification, there is need to agitate for the state of Biafra right now based on what I see happening in Nigeria. And you're entitled to your own opinion. And I know that IPOB has been in the forefront of trying to actualize this thing. There's a lot of people who are making all kinds of efforts. And I am always for, any effort that is being made towards having this actualized. Having said that also, I am a member of the Revolution Now movement, which is not a Biafra based group, organization. And the Revolution Now movement is tackling the government of Nigeria and is believing that the government of Nigeria should be crumbled and will start from the scratch. And I'm an Igbo man. I'm also a member of the African Action Congress, which is not a pro-Biafra group. It is not a group that was established to actualize Biafra. But I support IPOB. Now, the reason why you actually got my attention, I've not watched a lot of your videos, and I didn't want to go back and start researching so that I will not be biased, so I can have this interview done properly. I wanted to see you and hear you for who you are, but I watched 1 or 2 interviews that somebody sent to me. Then I didn't really know it was you. But in that interview, you were really spitting fire. You didn't like IPOB. You didn't like Nnamdi Kanu and all of those things. And that is even one of the reasons why I wanted to draw you closer to understand why you are vehemently opposed to the efforts, genuine efforts that I have seen IPOB make in sensitizing our people, and in so many ways that I believe that they have done. But why are you attacking IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Okay. Nnamdi Kanu is not an honest person, then IPOB is not what it purports to be, not what they told us it is. Now we
When you
start from
say
the regime.
Nnamdi Kanu is not an, and let me try to help us here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that I respect so much, and I am the kind of person that likes to respect everybody. I believe every human being, doesn't matter who they are, they, if you if you take time and you try to understand them, even in their craziness, just like me. I know some people think I'm crazy, some people think I'm mad, some people think I am foolish by having this interview with you. But I like to give every human being a chance to express themselves. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that I respect so much. I would really want us, when we speak, when we talk about anybody, including you, and if I abuse or insult you, please call me to order. I would like us to talk with some sense of respect, and because he's not here to talk for himself, so I want us to be civil in talking about these people. But I talked about the way you talked about them in your video, in your program. It was not, that was something that caught my attention, and so that's why I'm asking you now why you don't like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB.
Okay, please, before I go further, I made a video. Go and check the video I addressed to Showere and the ones I addressed to Nnamdi Kanu. And you said something about AAC. Ask people. 2018, I was contacted. That brother, I don't know if he's hearing me now, by a brother, a Yoruba brother, Biola. He called me and told me that someone called that they need me to work with the Atiku campaign. I turned it down. And in that, from that moment, I was just promoting Showere and AAC because I looked at PDP and APC, same people. Why would I even swap APC for PDP? Or if PDP is in government, why would I swap PDP for APC? I work for Ask People here, they know me. I put out many videos. In fact, in one of the videos, I called for Showere and Nnamdi to meet. Even when Nnamdi called for the boycott of the election, I said no, that we've not had a runoff in Nigeria before. And if you think you have the numbers, please, why not make it that Showere will get at least 10% of the votes? That 10%, when you get 10%, there is no amount of rigging that will give any of the other top guys 51% of the vote. Then you can force a runoff. That aside, I just wanted to lay the background to where I'm coming from. Okay. Now, when you are talking about IPOB, Nnamdi is not telling my people the truth, and I will give you the reason. One, the organization is not registered for what it stands for in the UK. You can pull up the document from the British government. It's an open source document. You can check their finances. He's not telling our people the truth. And he kept on telling them that they will get this, that will get that. He told them that he met people at the United Nations. He didn't. He told them that they went to the White House. They met with Donald Trump. They didn't. He has told them many things. In fact, he has stolen people's glory, like saying that the June 2nd proclamation by Donald Trump was actually forced by IPOB, and that was a lie. When you check the document on the sixth article in that document, IPOB was even listed as one of the groups that are attacking the places of worship in Nigeria. Go check it. If you don't have that document, I will be free. I'll be more than willing to send it to you. So many things he has said, and one other things that made me hate the organization for what it stands for was when I realized that this guy knew that these people were coming. Again, from people from his own community, in his own hometown. I can give you the number of the chairman of their community. You verify this. You verify this with him. They knew that the people were coming, and rather than tell the people to disappear, what did Nnamdi Kanu do? He left, and Uche Mefo, having known that Nnamdi Kanu has escaped, was on air telling people to besiege a place they are conducting a military operation. Who does that? Who does that?
Okay,
and one more thing, please. Currently, in their community, there is a land he closed with a Jewish banner and an IPOB banner. People's land. He seized it. They are about to seize it, saying that it's an ancestral land. Again, as the chairman of their community, there is a girl I interviewed on my show. His brother, Emmanuel Kanu, terrorized that girl, and we are friends. In fact, the girl's brother was in coma for days and survived. They burnt the minivan the other girl was using to sell her herbal mixtures. They stole the engine They stole the battery, burnt the whole, stole her merchandise, burnt the whole thing. I raised money for her on my own platform. You can ask her, Doris and Chinelo. You can ask those people. Evidence is there. Doris was crying, sent a voice note to Uchemefo for him to forward to Nnamdi Kanu. What did Nnamdi Kanu do? Nothing. Emmanuel Kanu, hold on please. Emmanuel Kanu raped a girl in Ubakala. Ubakala is not far from Isiama Afara. Nnamdi Kanu pretended that he didn't hear it up until when I wanted to bring on someone on my show to talk about it. Now Nnamdi Kanu put a call across to the, if you notice in one of his broadcasts, he called the former Speaker of Abia State House of Assembly, his personal friend. Guess who called the guy and told him to back off from that interview? The same guy Nnamdi Kanu mentioned as his friend.
Okay,
now,
let me, no, see, let me.
Please, them are coming, many of them, please.
Okay, Ijele, let me tell you something. Wait now, Ijele, listen.
Okay.
You have a platform, and
yes, sir.
on your platform, you talk about this all the time, every time, okay? There are people who like what you say, and they come there and they listen to you. Now, listen. Why I call this a family discussion is that I can bring a piece of paper before this program, and I can write 1,000,001 things that I have. If I do research, I'll write 1,000,001 things, because if you dig in the dustbin, you're going to find dirty. When you were speaking, you said that when you landed, you did some of the things that you did. Some of them may not. No, I'm coming now. Let me land.
Of course, I'm coming. No, I'm just helping you.
So, if I list the thing, including what someone told me, your involvement, he said you were involved in trafficking girls to Libya and all of those. No, wait now. Let me talk.
Okay.
I am not calling you here to come and list the things that you have personally against Nnamdi Kanu, because I'm coming. Because there can be the day that I place you like this and I place Nnamdi Kanu like this, then there will be a way to get some of these facts. But what I was trying to get at, or what I'm trying to say, is that based on all of these things that you say that Nnamdi Kanu has done, okay, that makes you hate him. Actually,
they continue to use IPOB to do. Please add that one too.
The list can be inexhaustible. I have been at the head of organizations. I don't know if you know, but I have led a lot of organizations. I belong to so many, and I know how these things work. I know even what people have said about me and what people can say about me. It remains for it to be proven or disproven.
Thank you.
It remains to be proven or disproven, even about you yourself.
Yes.
If I am to base my bringing you on my show on what people call to tell me about you, I will not even bring you on my show. Listen, let us go. Wait, my brother. If you go to my show now, if you go to the comments, you see people say, Chidi, you have reduced yourself to nothing. Chidi, I will. So, I'm coming. Wait for me to land now. I'll give you. I listen to you list all of these things that you listed. But I'm trying to direct you properly. Based on everything that you think you have as evidence against Nnamdi Kanu. Ijele, you will get your turn now. Shebi, I allowed you to talk. Hold on. Based on all of these things that you listed, what do you think people should do about Nnamdi Kanu? And what better alternative do you have? Because as a family, I thought you would agree, but it seems to me that we couldn't agree on so many things. Because while me, on my side, I agree and I know that there is an urgent need for a very serious action to forestall what is happening in Biafra land. We don't agree on so many of those things. So you that you do not agree they talk about the invasion, you say it is overrated, it is overblown, you think that IPOB is not doing the right thing. What is, or maybe let me even go back, because IPOB has been on this thing for long ago. What are you doing, or in what group have you been doing what you're doing? What effort? I don't want us IPOB has not been doing well. Nnamdi Kanu has not been doing well, but they've been doing this over a long period of time. Is there another arrangement that you believe in? Please tell me, and tell me what they have been doing, or what you guys have been doing.
Your questions seem to be always longer than the answer I'm giving. But now let me go back to what you said before. Now everything I said about Nnamdi Kanu, I can tell you the people who are victims directly affected by that thing. What the people that are telling you the human trafficking nonsense wouldn't show you is a receipt I was paid with.
No, you're here to no, Ijele, I will not go there. I will not allow you. I will not allow you to defend yourself and say the one. You just talked about Nnamdi Kanu. If I tell you the one about Nnamdi Kanu is not here to defend himself, I want you to answer. No. You won't go there. I want you to answer what is the way forward and what is better than IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu.
My brother, please. You said something before you said that one, so I will answer that one you said first, then come back to this. Now, the people will not tell you, of course, if you are paying someone, all those guys, I live with them here, I know what they do. At least they should send you a bank account with which they paid. And the stupid WhatsApp messages they are exchanging, please, let them take a video of that phone with that message. You find out that these are all liars. These guys are criminals, they are liars, they believe in black. I will give you evidence, please. Now okay. Let me go back to what the second one you said.
Let's focus on the second one, because it's the same way you feel now. You see the same way you reacted. Listen, let me clear something. Let me clear something to you, Ijele. Ijele, let me clear something to you. Someone in my position, I receive, if I open my WhatsApp message today alone, I receive tons and tons of information. People think they can settle their different quarrels through me. I filter it. So I receive what I received about you because I run a media house. It is based on me. If I think it is worthy of investigating, I will choose to do that. My interest is not all of those things. I just brought it up because you are listing so many things that people called you and told you and gave you evidence.
No. I saw, my brother, video evidence, government documents.
Can we go a step further? Can we go a step further and answer the second question? Let's answer the second question.
My brother, I was going to the last one you asked me.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Please. Now, let me tell you, I'm a freelancer. Okay. Ask Omo, I've never called him on the phone. He has never called me on the phone. But I know people close to him. They've told me in the past that, please, you need to speak with Show. I told him, no. He doesn't need to speak with me before I do all these things I'm doing. And I did it for free. No one paying me. As a matter of fact, there are many AAC members I've given money because I am a secret giver. I've supported so many things. I will not tell you how much.
I'm going to interrupt you again. I asked you a question. I want you to focus on. You don't
my brother,
like. Yeah, can you? I wanted to remind you, Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, the alternative, and what they have done.
My brother, line after line, please go back to the question you asked me. Find out that everything I'm saying here are the things you touched. So I want to take them one after the other. The way you said it, I'm coming to the next alternative. Now, where I have a problem with IPOB is this. How can it be that you've not gotten the local government working, and somehow you want me to believe you that you have the capacity to bring an end to a cumbersome country like Nigeria? I'm not going to believe that. Now, my own plan is this. Hey, why when Nnamdi Kanu came out, newly came out from detention in Abuja? Of course, he was not arrested at the airport. He was arrested in a hotel. He did not come into Nigeria. Let's set that one aside. Now, when he came out, I told people that what we should do is this: channel the whole energy on the state governors. Let them give us, and we know we are being marginalized, this and that. We know the cliches. Now, how about the ones you are receiving the allocations, the billions you are receiving monthly? We are not talking about the internally generated revenue.
This was when? What year was this that you said
2017. 2017.
2017.
Yes.
I have 3 minutes before I go to the caller. So my question is this: that alternative.
That is the alternative I'm giving you here.
So since that time that you suggested that alternative, what moves have you made?
Let me finish the alternative now, please.
Okay.
Now, I told them that we need to focus all this energy on our governors, that they don't have the capacity to withstand the wave that will come their way.
So they didn't accept your option.
Of course, no, I wasn't giving them for them to accept. It was a suggestion.
Okay, so my question to help us exhaust these 3 minutes is, from that time, my brother, even prior to that time, what I want to see right now, because I'm ready to follow you, Ijele, but I want to see what you have done. Okay? See, IPOB, let's assume that they are foolish. Let's assume that they are non-entities. Let's assume that Kano doesn't know what he's doing. Let's assume that all of these things that they organize, there are state chapters, local chapters all over the world, Germany, US. Let's assume that all of that is absolute nonsense and a waste of effort. I want to see, and this is talking like a family, what you and a group of people have done to match what these people have done. And at the point where you suggested to them that this is where you should go, this is what you should do, and they refused.
Okay,
let me land. I'm assuming that you went ahead.
My brother, please, I hope you let my answer be as long as your question. Please, if you don't have a stopwatch, get a stopwatch. Make sure my answer is as long as your question.
Do you know why my questions are long, Ijele? Do you know why they are long? Because when I ask it straightforward, you go right. I'm just telling you, perception is everything. This is how I perceive it.
Can still go back and rewatch this thing later, please.
Yes, we will rewatch it now, and you see. I asked you your efforts and what you did when. So answer me what you did, either before or after.
Let me tell
with a group. Go ahead. Yeah, that's the simple question.
Let me tell you what I have done.
Okay.
I have getted so many people. In fact, when Nnamdi Kanu posted 4 phone numbers and said that people who have any good suggestion or anything they want him to treat should contact those people and they will get to him. 2 of those numbers are people who are my ardent followers. I don't want to mention their names, but one is in the Vatican. The other one is in Australia. COVID-19, before people even knew what it was, I did a video on COVID-19 around October, towards the end of October 2019. By November, it was already there in China. I was educating people. The vaccines, I taught people about it. No one, you cannot show me a single person online that defends the Igbo culture and tradition. History-wise, I have educated my brother.
Ijele, once again, maybe you're misunderstanding me. I want to know. So you don't have like a group, or you don't have a structure. Maybe I should ask. Do you have a group that of people?
What part of being a freelancer don't you understand?
No, Ijele, talk is cheap. You see what I do? My YouTube channel and what I do, these are just, they are very tiny. Me, Dr. Chidi Cadet Nwanyanwu, I have been the president when I saw that the situation here was not okay in Canada. I went ahead and became the president of Enugu State people in Canada. It was sacrificial. It took so many things. It cost me so much. But I had to put my money where my mouth is. I became the president of Enugu State Association. From that, I went ahead to become the president of the Nigerian Canadian Association because I was criticizing them when they were doing passport. I jumped on top of the table and I said, what people are doing is rubbish. Once somebody said, Chidi, if you really think that you have something to do, why don't you come into NCA? I joined NCA that day and I ended up being the president. I went ahead. When we started agitating for change in Nigeria, they said, you people should stop talking. Come down to Nigeria. I left Canada. I went to Nigeria and I stayed 7 months with Omoyele Sowore. Omoyele Sowore called for revolution now. He is now under a state city arrest. I want to see some physical things because remember my question. Let us assume that all of these things that IPOB is doing, they did it and they killed their people. Now they cannot do the stupid one. Army came and shot up people, killed people. His father is dead. His mother is dead. All of those things that they are doing, he flies over to this thing. He's not meeting anybody. I want to see boots on the ground, my brother. It will help me because I really want to follow, but I want to know.
Just remember for how long we've been speaking, because when I want to start responding to all these things you said, I don't need you stopping me.
I gave you a chance to answer straight, but you started going somewhere else.
No, but because even your question is not straight to me, I condone it. Please.
Okay, so what structure have you done? You started telling me about the video you did on COVID-19, the people that you gave money for a phone call. That's not the answer that I'm expecting from you.
I didn't give money for phone call, please. I said I donated to the campaign. Please, brother, I don't understand the way.
No, when you answer this question, then we'll go to the phone line.
Let me answer the question.
Okay.
If you actually believe that I need to head an organization before my jobs will be relevant,
I told you my own. And I told you my own. I want your own.
Please, my brother, I was telling you my own. You jumped in the middle.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, please. Now, I don't believe that you need to head an organization. In fact, ask them. IPOB Turkey, the very first day I attended their meeting, they offered me to be in charge of their media department. Let them read the full minutes of their meeting on the 30th of May 2017. You will see that I turned it down. Why? I am not the type that gets involved in any organization like in a leadership position, seek this post. No. And I don't believe that I need to have a group to do something that will fundamentally change things or change minds. For instance, go watch my video where I address Omoyele Sowore and check the things he has been doing ever since. From I made that video, you find out that he followed many things I said there. Now, if you want to tell me that being in a leadership position,
you want me to tell you about the things that Omoyele Sowore has done? You see, my brother. You see, what I have. The way. Let me tell you why I have a problem. Let me tell you why I'm jumping in. Why I'm jumping in is that I asked you for the question. You are online. Let's take some questions because
no.
I expected you. No, Ijele.
I need please. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take that. Please.
Okay.
If you are done, let me know.
Okay, Ijele. Go ahead.
Please, my brother. You are not here to convince me. I'm not
convincing you, but you're not answering my question.
Can you let me finish? You are not convincing me. I am not convincing you. Why don't we leave it to the members of the audience to draw their own independent conclusions? Please. I hate all these type of interruptions. Now, for you to have jumped in the middle of my sentence and started listing out all the things you've done, the positions you've had, please, my brother, it's like apples and oranges. So when you want to ask me what I've done, I've told you what I've done. Many people left religion in Nigeria courtesy of me. So many people are seeing through the IPOB scam courtesy of me. Go put it somewhere. Most people may not appreciate it now. Give it 10 years from now. It will be there. So those are the things I've done. You don't expect me to be with any organization or head any position.
Honestly, you have answered my question, Ijele. I'm
Okay.
satisfied. I'm satisfied because
Okay.
I really wanted to bring it up, and you have clearly told us this is what you are proud to have done for whatever you believe in. Because
Africans everywhere.
okay, so
Africans
please
everywhere.
there's somebody on the line. Please go ahead, tell us your name and where you're calling from, and make it very, very short. We have only a little time for questions and answers.
Okay, Dr. Chid, good afternoon from where I'm calling from, Madrid, Spain.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a lot of things in mind to say while watching you and your Ijele or your guest, whoever he is. But I'm happy when I heard him say his village, Orodo, where he came from. So eventually, it's also where I came from. So I want to ask him, I want to leave other things behind, as he claimed maybe he know Nigeria or he know the politics of the country, as he tried to say what Nnamdi Kanu and any other group is doing is not good. Since he was born, because when looking at him, I know this guy cannot be anything less than 40, 41 years old. From when he was born and grew up to this age, have you seen anybody from our community taking goats or any sheep of kind to another person's farm with even cutlass? Or must you go inside the forest and cut trees or palms and bring for your sheep to eat inside your house? And why is the Fulani coming all the way from Sokoto with their cows and AK-47 entering inside the land? Even in that Orodo he claimed he's from. So who is the responsible for that one? This is my question for him, because other ones I see that the guy is also confused in some things he's saying there, because I'm just provoked.
Okay. Thank you so much. Ijele, please hold on. Let's take some questions and we'll answer together. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. And make it quick. I'm going to take 5 questions. Go ahead.
Hi, bro. My name is Kingsley. I'm currently based in London.
Go ahead.
I just want to ask this, Ijele. I mean, hearing him saying that what he has done in Nigeria and all this, what he did was to help them get out of, to expose IPOB. I mean, it shows you this guy is a total out. So
hold on. You see, hold on. Your WhatsApp is being cut by other calls. Okay. Hello. Oh. Can you hear me? So please just make your point in a few seconds. Other calls are coming in.
No, I'm just saying that this Ijele has exposed himself to the
Okay.
world.
All right. Thank you.
All these allegations he's making against my brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I just hope that he can make these allegations in the UK and the US.
Okay. Hello, please. If you're calling with WhatsApp, you need to.
Mr. Chidi, good afternoon.
Yeah,
Mr.
please.
Chidi, good afternoon.
Go ahead. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah.
That's the third question.
Yeah. My name is Henry. I'm calling from Holland.
Go ahead.
Make a question. So what I want to know is that if, for example, a governor of my there is a security problem in my state, the governor have the power to protect the state.
Okay, whether the governor has powers to protect the state. Okay, please, guys, call me on the main line. If you're not calling with the main line, I will not be able to pick your call. Please, just call me on the main line. The WhatsApp calls are being cut off. Just call me on the main line, okay? Please. Hello. Go ahead. Tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Oh, I'm Yemi. I'm calling from London.
Okay, Yemi.
So I just have some few observations, and I think I'm totally in support of what Ijele is saying.
Okay.
And itemize the things that most of us are thinking. The recognitions of sovereignty, whether it's Biafra, whether it's Odua Republic. And I think the only thing I will fault in here so far is that try as much as possible to caution the callers on the use of offensive words on your host. You're supposed to protect your host. Yeah, there is not. I don't think the jailer should abide by. He's not there to agree on anything. You just only to say all the differences and discuss it appropriately.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so guys, if you want to call on the main line. That makes it better because WhatsApp calls, other calls will bump it off. So I'm waiting for just two more calls, and then we will allow Ijele to respond. Hello, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Nzako. I'm calling from UAE.
Okay.
Yes, I was, I think it's Dr. Chidi.
Yes, Dr. Chidi, go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling
Yes,
from.
yeah, my name is Nzako. I'm calling from UAE.
Go ahead.
See,
Oh. Hello, Nzako. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Are you still there? Hello, Nzako. Nzako. Yeah, we didn't hear everything. We didn't hear anything you were saying. So just start from the beginning.
Hello, are you hearing me now?
We're hearing you now.
Yes, my question to Ijele is that the way he make his position look before the camera shows that he doesn't want to listen or be free for discussion. The way he shakes his head is very wrong of him. Understand? And I listened to you when you asked him, what have you done in this struggle? He didn't give you any answer. He was telling you I'm a freelancer. Meaning what? We know about Showore. Showore work on the street of Nigeria. We know about you. You came down to contest for governorship. We know about Nnamdi Kanu. He spent years in prison. What has he done? He only come to the camera on Facebook and post and begin to talk this one, that one. To me, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
You ask me a question. I want you to answer that question. What has he done on this struggle?
Okay.
Or towards this marginalization?
All right. Thank you.
In Biafra land?
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. This will be the last question for now. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Chidi, my big brother. Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon. Where are you calling from?
Chidi, my name is Ugochukwu. I'm calling from London.
Okay.
Chidi, there is a civil war between Biafra. Anybody who don't know Biafra is a fool. There's a civil war between Biafra and Nigeria, but I will call it a genocide. But they declare it no victor, no vanquish, right? So I shouldn't, if it's no victor, no vanquish, I shouldn't see the reason why I shouldn't have standard international airport. I can board Virgin here and land in Norway. There's no international airport. That's number one. And two, I'm directing this question to you because that idiot today is nobody.
No, we remember we're going to be civil, okay? It's my guest, so...
Yes. Chidi, this question is for you, please. I want people to understand what I'm doing. Please, Chidi. In Nigeria, we have our differences. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, for a long time. We have been managing it. During Abacha, Babangida, and all these past presidents, we have been managing it. We agree and disagree. But it came worse when this guy came, Buhari came, and marched us and said that he's going to kill both people and bring it and show the whole world. And he's doing it. And now, what I'm saying is this. The people that helped Buhari, that drove Jonathan away, that helped Buhari to come into power. But, this is for you.
Can you ask the question directly?
Yes. And they drove Jonathan from power, right? And by the help of Obama and David Cameron and Mbaka, where Mbaka said that his brother is a bad luck and Buhari is Messiah. Now, I want to ask you one thing, Chidi. Please do me a favor. Can you go and see if you can invite Obama and Cameron and Mbaka here? If possible, if you can write to them and let's interview them as your guest. Let's interview them and ask them. What is the situation in Nigeria today? Did they like it?
Okay.
If they say yes,
okay.
then we know. If they say no. But what I'm saying is...
I'm going to have to. I'm going to. My brother. Okay. You see, there's a lot of people.
Wait. Next time, try to invite people that make sense. Not go and pick people that live in a hole, in a sewage toilet hole.
No. I'm going to cut you now. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Do you have a question, a direct question for my guest?
Yes, I have a direct question.
Okay, tell me your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Mr. Nnamdi Ipenna. I'm coming from Switzerland.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, my direct question to Ijele is, what is he fighting for?
Okay. What is he fighting for?
Yes, because all his discussion is about fighting others that are fighting for their freedom. Then you ask him what is his contribution. He says that it's COVID-19 something. He has nothing to answer. I want to know what is Ijele fighting for in the struggle for the freedom of his people.
Okay.
Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Ijele, there are so many questions coming in, and I hope you listen to them. In summary, a lot of people didn't have questions; they were just making comments, and some of the comments, I don't subscribe to them. I don't like people not being objective. But
I'm a member of Liberty, so let them feel free to say whatever
if you don't mind, the two questions, we can start from the last one. The last one, somebody said, Ijele or Gini, like Kedi Febu Iwegi, what are you fighting for? That was the main aim of this whole thing. Ijele, what do you want?
To get my place working. I am fighting for the governors to be held accountable. Before I go to confront President Buhari, I need to confront Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State first. Then I need to confront my senators, all the 3 senators from Imo State. I need to confront every person elected in Imo State, especially my own local government chairman. These are the people I believe that I should hold responsible first before going to Abuja. Ever since President Buhari took power, no state governor will say that they delayed his money for a day. They are getting those funds. When we want to talk about Igbo presidency, we'll talk about that, but it shouldn't take the center point of every discussion, because Igbo presidency is a project of our ruling class, our political class. But building infrastructure is a project for an ordinary citizen, an ordinary man, woman, and child in Igbo land. So I am fighting for us to take control of our regions first. Make sure that agriculture, we don't depend on other states for our food. I've been telling them since forever.
Go ahead.
Ever before the COVID-19 came, I've been telling people that if there is anything that seals us away from other states, that we will go hungry. Check how much foods were sold under this lockdown. If we had enough food in our place, believe me, when you remove Kogi State, Edo State, when you remove Edo State, Kogi State, Delta State, and Benue, then you talk about the other northern states. If you want us to feed on what we are getting from Igbo land alone, we will all suffer in hunger and misery. The COVID-19 exposed it, what I've been calling for since forever. Then I want all the senators in Igbo land with one voice, go to Abuja, since they privatized the electricity sector. Now you have to amend all the old laws that made it impossible for states to develop their own energy. We can generate our own energy, distribute it, then pay the taxes to the federal government. That way, the federal government would not have to spend a dime. Then we ourselves, we are businessmen. We can bring investors. In fact, we have brothers and sisters who are multi-billionaires in dollars, who can build those things. We are manufacturers. We are producers. We are artisans. We can do all these things, put those things, and we will solve the problem of hunger first. You can still call for Biafra while still making your place work. That is what my mission is. And that is what I've been preaching ever since I started broadcasting.
So, like I said before, for everybody who is watching, I do not agree with Ijele 100%. Ijele does not agree with me 100%. And I do not agree with you that is looking at me right now 100%. And I don't expect you to agree with me 100%. What we're out here to do is to lay down our points, and then somewhere in between we will make our judgment calls. Before I take the next caller that is standing by, sorry, Ijele, like I said, I summarized all the other questions, and the one you answered is the one that I felt was important. Or is there another one that you would not that it is the one that is important, but in saying that you seem to have touched the rest? What I wanted to ask you, my own personal thing, you just said now that we can still be looking for Biafra while we are holding all these people accountable. Ijele, as my brother, as a member of this, whether you want to call it Biafra, whether you want to call it Igbo, whatever you want to call it, you are my brother. And we are family with Nnamdi Kanu, with IPOB, with everybody that is going through, with the people in your village, even if it is one incident out of the 5 that you accept. What I want to ask you, how do we make this thing work? I know that somewhere inside, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nnamdi Kanu cannot be 100% absolutely wrong. It cannot be that there is nothing that this man has done in the course of this our struggle that is commendable or good. Now my question, because you say I go round and round, and yes, it is true, my direct question is this: is there anything you think Nnamdi Kanu is doing right and that we can build upon?
That's a very tricky question, because there is nothing I've heard from him that I've not heard elsewhere. So I can't say specifically that this is a single thing he invented, politically or otherwise. So, like, if I'm going to say that there is nothing he's saying that should be commended or is commendable, that means I'm denying that people are not suffering. That means I'm denying that the infrastructures are working. That means I'm denying that every other thing, that things are working perfectly okay. If things are working perfectly okay, I wouldn't be here in Turkey. As a matter of fact, I have a landlord who wants to bring his factory down to Nigeria, but I know that there's no electricity. All these things, people have been saying it. Now, when we talk about all those things are things every elder person I know has been saying since forever. So to me, there is nothing, I wouldn't say that there's anything spectacular he is doing that I will say that, oh, we'll build on this. He's talking about the bad roads the governor selectively abate, because I've never heard him confront Okeze Bazu and the bad state of road in Aba, Ariara market, the biggest market in his own home state. So saying that, and it can't be a yes or no answer. The things he's saying are the things every other person knows. Even a little child in Nigeria knows that those problems are there. Other than that, there is nothing spectacular. Please, if there's any other spectacular thing he has done, or he's saying that no one else is saying, please, I would like to hear it. I would like to be open. I'm not someone that will come here to...
Your answer is that the things that Nnamdi Kanu is saying and doing that are commendable, it is not only him that is doing it, but they are commendable.
Of course.
Okay, so there are things that Nnamdi Kanu is doing that are commendable.
No, things he's saying, because he has not done.
Saying, there are things that he's saying that are commendable.
Of course. Just like every other person is saying it. You yourself have been saying it.
Is there no the focus is on Nnamdi Kanu because that's how I come to anyway, I've kept somebody on the line for a very long time. And oh jeez. I tried to connect him and then went and clicked disconnect. He has stayed on the line since we were talking. I just want to give him that chance to speak. Go ahead, Bright Ibukwe. Sorry, I know you've been there. You're calling from the US.
Yes. Let me just say something to because we give the nice big kid big new so that we can have a dialogue because this program cannot help us with that. That is number one. Number two is that I understand where you are coming from because we are facing two problems. One is internal and the other one is external. So I agree with what then we have to hold our people accountable. But at the same time, we also know that we have forces outside that are fighting us. So I don't think that we have to only choose one way. There are two ways that we can use to fight external and internal forces. So it doesn't overwhelm if we say condemn somebody fighting external forces and then say that we have to fight internal forces first. So what I'm trying to say is that we have to bring our forces, our energy together to achieve what we need to achieve. That's not what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Appreciate.
Okay. Now, Ijele, this why I called you. And sorry guys, I can't take any more calls. I'm gonna have to do another program and we can talk about this. Honestly, I have to attend to something else. Ijele, the reason for this program was for us to talk as a family. And that is basically why we had this discussion. And I don't want to sound like a broken record when I keep saying that you are not going to like everything I say, and you're not going to like, and I'm not going to like everything that you have said. And in this discussion, we have come to know ourselves a little bit more. People who didn't know you, now they know you. People who don't understand what you're saying, your beliefs, now they know. That is the essence of this whole thing. Now, and I thank God that you have stated here that there are things that Nnamdi Kanu says, and let me by extension also does, because sometimes you say something and you do it. So if I were to ask you the same question, it will almost maybe be the same answer, because
no,
I don't want to dwell. You have told us the things that Nnamdi Kanu does that you don't like. So if I were to ask you now, is there anything that he does that is commendable? You probably tell me that anything that he does that is commendable, other people have done it. That's why I said by extension.
You are not in my heart. You are not in my heart. No,
okay, so let me now put it again to you. Is there anything that Nnamdi Kanu you think he has done that is commendable? Anything at all as a human being that you think he has done that is commendable, that you know?
Okay. I will talk about the shaking that they gave to Senator Ike Ekweremadu. Hey, please, let me state this right here. The day IPOB was proscribed, and that time I thought Nnamdi Kanu was actually fighting for something, and I told them, if these people, your senators, your elected officials, allow them to proscribe you, that you won't gather in Nigeria and do anything, just make sure that they don't come abroad. I'm open. I will always tell you everything as I stand by my words. Every time, every given time. The day that thing happened in Germany, believe me, I applauded them. I lauded their actions, and I did a video on it. You understand? Then, well, that being said, I don't want to go into that one, another thing now, because it's your platform. If not, if I'm to tell you the things he has done personally
No,
against me,
that's why I said you have said a lot. I want us to
okay,
look at. Okay.
okay, no,
Yeah.
no, that's just it, because I don't want to say his personal attacks on me and the things he has done in the past, of which his minions are celebrating each at every given time. Like he has taken down my account severally, they are celebrating it. They've been celebrating it, and last Saturday they hosted a meeting. Please, I'm going to break this news. If he denies it, I will play him the audio and the video. On, I think that is a Google Hangout. Sorry, either Google Hangout or on Zoom. I can show you the photo right now,
Okay.
or I
So
can.
sorry.
So I've been their topic, and they've never meant me well. And for the fact he has never meant me well, I don't meant him well either.
When
So
did
that is
when the okay? I don't want to start going back. See, I if brothers, because you're my brother, you can't deny it. You're Nnamdi Kano's brother. You can't deny it. Do we accept that?
I'm not his brother per se.
Oh, okay. You see, that changes the route that I'm going. Are you
Yes,
my brother?
of course.
So if you're my brother and I'm Nnamdi Kano's brother, then why are you not Nnamdi Kano's brother?
For me, brotherhood transcends ethnicity or tribal affiliations. Brotherhood, like you, we didn't come from the same parents, but I consider you a brother. Why? You've not wished harm upon me, not that I know of. But he has gone out of his way to try to harm me several. I'm not going to dwell on that. I will, if you like, I will tell you personally after this
Ijele,
program.
Ijele, Ijele.
My brother,
What?
my brother, you are not there. Please, you are not there. Let me tell you something, please. There are things that are going behind the curtains that you yourself don't know. And if you are telling me this thing, like you say, well, let's come together and no, you have to tell me what we are uniting under. To unite, we must unite under a cause. And Nnamdi Kanu, his character is not the type of person I want to associate myself with.
No, no, no. I don't
He's
want you to put. I know. See, Ijele, before you say, you know me very well. You know, nobody sent me to you. I just reached out to you directly. What I have done with you, I have done with everybody. I have tried to bring everybody on my channel. This is, it may be foolishness. I may not know what I'm doing. I'm just doing what God leads me to do. I've brought people from everywhere. Anybody that I think is saying something that is interesting, something that concerns our cause, whether good or bad, I want to bring them and I want to hear from them. And when when um when we begin to, when you say, I want to put this correctly now. When I was asking you what you were doing, I wanted to see if there was like a structure. And I don't want you to read this the wrong way, because you are an individual doing whatever you are doing. IPOB is an organization. Nnamdi Kanu is also the leader of that organization. And I know they are doing things. We may not agree. We have our different opinions. And you've stated it clearly here. I'm not saying it behind your back. But since I do not see something like an organization or a structure that I can say, okay, let us try to follow your own suggestions or your own ideology or stuff like that, okay? You have talked about African Action Congress. You know Moyele Shore. You know we had to come together and have a set
not
of
first.
ideology and all of that. I'm coming. So since I did not see that, one, I'm just asking you, what is the way forward? How can we begin to resolve this? Is this something you're expecting from Nnamdi Kanu to do, or something you're expecting from IPOB, or is it a new group that you're anticipating? This is going to be our closing remarks. What is that? I want us to move forward as a family. You have already, you don't even want to agree that we're a family. I seem to have failed, because I thought I'll be able to convince you that all of us are actually brothers and sisters. So last, but It's unfortunate you don't agree. Me, I agree. That's my personal belief. I believe that we are all brothers and sisters that can agree to disagree. Because at the end of the day, one day now, what if tomorrow you put makeup? Somebody will still say, that's what we are known for, whether you are talking as an Igbo man or not. So,
That is
in
that one is
conclusion, what is
over
it?
my brother. That one is over my dead body. You know, when I tell people that I'm a vindictive person, it's subjective. You know. Now let me tell you what it means. If any man or any woman goes out of their way to try to harm me, I make sure I return the favor a million folds to the person.
Okay.
Not necessarily because of the person, it's because I am going to use it to warn the others. And as you are seeing me, I am someone who is never afraid of anything. And before I pick a fight with you, I would have weighed you, looked at you very well. And when I come to confront you, he has been doing it for years. And believe me, my brother, I am not the forgiving type. Before I forgive, I will see you show remorse. And even if I forgive, I will never forget that and will make sure you stay far away from me. Other than that, I'm the type of person that you will never get me to forgive any man or woman who sought my destruction. Never. Never.
Okay.
That is me. I'm not all those ones that will come and pretend, we'll do this, we'll that. Then I go behind you and stab you. I don't stab people from behind. I stab you in the chest.
Okay,
So you
no
look me in the
problem.
eye and look at why I do it. That's just me. It's
Okay,
never going to.
I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. My own
Of
is
course. Let me remind you one thing, please. Let me touch one thing. When Nnamdi Kanu was asking most of all these IPOB guys that were on my page, when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, I was putting out at least 2 videos every day, criticizing the Nigerian government, telling people things. Most IPOB guys that were following me, when you look at them, their lives changed. They weren't the same because when you go to my page, there are most of the go there, you check the stuff there. Things that started before all this Nnamdi Kanu's thing. And mind you, when they wanted to start this thing, I called one guy from my village, who is, I think, the coordinator or assistant coordinator here, and wanted to tell him, hey, you people should not go down this path. This thing you people are trying to do, you try with me, it will not work. And rather than trying to understand the thing and address the issue, he started threatening me. Hey, I'm not the type you threaten. Okay. And that is how all this started. Please, let's not miss that side.
It's okay, Ijele. I want to thank you for coming on the program. I wish we had more time to talk. I would still, from the kind of person that I am, I don't believe that there is no room for people to mend their bridges. Whoever that bridge may have been broken between you and them, we will continue. You see, the last caller said we have our external fight and we have our internal fight. I will still encourage you to try to fix things however you want to see it, whoever you think that you need to fix things with. I don't subscribe to you saying that you are not forgiving, that you're not a forgiving person. Please, if in the course of our discussion, me I have said something, please forgive me.
No, my brother, I've not said anything wrong.
You too.
I know, as a lover of liberty, like I kicked against the anti-social media bill or whatever they called it.
But you say
like,
you don't forgive people. I'm concerned about that. Me, I forgive
no,
people.
My brother, see, if you've wronged me, I will make it known to you. I will say it to your face. That's who I am. That's the difference between me and all these hypocrites that's around everywhere.
My brother, you need to. I'm not advising you. Now you get your life, but maybe you should change that a little bit. But thank you. No problem. When
my brother,
you don't want to change it.
No way. It has never failed me. You don't change the winning formula.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. So, is there one last thing you want to say before I sign off?
I will thank my friends that are watching, who came to watch, and I don't know why I didn't get the stream on Facebook. I would have shared it on my thing too, but I shared the YouTube stream on my Facebook page. I want to thank everyone, my people. We are all Igbos. Everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion. Yes, we have supreme leadership, in Igbo land, but it's with the people. It's in the hands of the people. All these things about kingship, eldership, all those things are foreign to us. Always be your own man. Stand on your own true faith. Never be afraid to say what you believe in. Do not lie against someone, especially when it comes on political issues. Stand on truth, because at the end, truth always wins. Never back down, no matter the number, whether you are in the minority or majority. Majority is not always right. If majority is always right, that means majority of the things in the world today will be working perfectly okay. We will have a perfect system. The system is like this because most of us don't understand how the world functions. So whatever you believe in, make sure they are tried and tested. Nothing should be beyond questioning. Nothing should be beyond second guessing. And the moment anyone tells you something and doesn't want you to question it, please drop it. Thank you, my brother, for having me on your program today.
All right, thank you, Ijele, and I'm gonna let you go now. Thank you so much for coming, and to everybody there, I want to thank you guys for I want to thank you guys for being there for our show. Like you all know, I told you before, it is what it is. When I bring somebody on the program, I don't tell them what to say. I can only tell you my own point of view, and the person will make their own point of view. You have heard him, you have seen him, you have heard. I've tried to ask the questions that you guys, you guys were dropping, or the questions that you were throwing to me. If I didn't do a good job, forgive me. I'm only trying my best. All right, but that's what it is. We're gonna have Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast on Sunday. That is tomorrow by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So please make sure that you join us. Yeah, but we must continue. We must continue this discussion. We can never give up. We have a problem in our land, and we must engage. We must engage. Everybody will not agree with your own method, but you must continue. Somebody that is calling me now, Ijele is not here, so but I will just take your call. Okay, the call is off. I just have to stop here. Thank you so much, everybody. On behalf of all of us here in the Worship Media Studios in Toronto, Canada, this is Dr. Chidi, and on behalf of Dr. Erica and everybody, I want to say I love you guys. Don't leave this channel, because you know, like waiting I do. Continue to stay, and one day we will do something that you like. I love you. I really, really love you. Bye bye.